The government of Israel remains committed to the Annapolis process and to the concept of reaching a historic agreement with the Palestinians by the end of this year on all the core issues. Now, on some of the core issues, we've seen significant progress. On other issues, we have yet to see movement. And what we're proposing is that on those most difficult issues, like the issue of Jerusalem, that we find an agreed-to framework to keep dealing with the issue in 2009.
The Prime Minister is deceiving himself if he thinks that it is possible to have an agreement without Jerusalem. There might be an agreement about the territory, but even the territory should include Jerusalem. But if he thinks that it is possible to bridge the gaps on the refugee problem and not to touch Jerusalem, he's totally, but totally mistaken. Not only because of the fact that the Palestinians will not agree to something like that, but also because of our own interest. I think that if all the other issues are being solved and Jerusalem is left for another negotiations, all the pressure will be put on Jerusalem, meaning that the lunatics of both sides will try whatever they can, including, God forbid, violence, in order to prevent a solution in Jerusalem, and that will be the biggest mistake.
I'm very sorry to hear the declaration that the Prime Minister gave. Jerusalem, and this was the policy always, is nothing to do with any kind of negotiations. Jerusalem is not negotiable. And Jerusalem, this is the heart of the Jewish people, the heart of the state of Israel. And just to raise it and to put it on the table, it's a tragic mistake.
Olmert declaration confirms the absence of an Israeli partner for peace at the moment and the lack of seriousness on the side of the Israeli government to achieve negotiations results. It also proves that Annapolis process has failed completely because the United States does not want to pressure Israel to abide by the principles of the quartet, by the roadmap and the implementation of a real peace process. And it also proves that Israel has used Annapolis process as a cover for its unilateral imposition of facts on the ground.
This is support the speech of Hamas about that any building of any hope on the occupation in America to support the Palestinians' rights and interests. This is fabricated propaganda, and this is a false hope because we are in Hamas. Know the reality of the occupation and the reality of the American administration, that we are built no hope toward supporting from America and from the occupation toward our rights and interests or toward the Palestinians state with the capital of Jerusalem or any rights depending on the detainees and the refugees. This is a lesson for President Abbas to put in to any dialogue and negotiation with the occupation.